All right. Title required must be a page thing. Hello, everybody. Robin's giving me a thumbs up. Yay. Um, so it's on my screen. It's still working here, but I should be good in just a minute. Yay. I think we're on Facebook. If I can find it. Yes. Awesome. Okay. And lots of doorbells ringing with people coming in. So hello, everybody. Welcome. Thank you. Thank you. My name is Jennifer Cotton, and thank you for joining us tonight. If you're watching on Facebook or here in Zoom, either one is awesome, and you can ask questions on either one. So we will be watching for your questions, and my team members will be helping me monitor your questions on the Zoom. And you'll hear the little doorbell. That's just people arriving. I think I can turn that sound off. Maybe. And yeah, there we go. And okay, so we'll be watching for your questions about our starter kit. This Zoom tonight and this Facebook Live, if you didn't see any information about it before and you're like, yay, stamping. Tonight, we're not physically stamping. We're just going to talk about the benefits of being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and especially on our teams. So if you have questions in the Zoom, you're muted. You can type them in the chat or you can unmute yourself. And for my awesome team members who are here, of course, you can contribute as well by the same two ways. And if you guys will comment and let us know how you came to be here. So tell us your name and who invited you, and just say hi, whether it's on the Facebook, like I said, or on chat on Zoom here. So we are here to answer your questions about what it is to be a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. So my name's Jennifer Cotton. Like I said, I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for 19 years now. And when I joined Stampin' Up!, I was super shy and not crafty. But I was hoping to make a few extra dollars. That is why I joined. I was into card making, just not very good at it. And I was hoping to make a few extra dollars, but I was extremely shy. 19 years later, I'm not so shy anymore. And this little side thing I wanted to do to make a couple of bucks has turned into a full-time job for me. Actually, it did many years ago. And through all these 19 years, so many people have joined our team. Some directly under me and some directly under all my team members, who right now you're just seeing my face on Zoom. Let me switch that real quick and we can say hi to everybody, and I think it'll show up on Facebook in a minute. Everybody wave, hi. Now you're not all team members, which is awesome, or I should say yet, but a lot of the ladies on here are team members. There they are. And there's all kinds of us in this team. So many have joined throughout the years. They're not all still here, of course, but many have joined, and we currently have almost 200 in our team. Now that's just through the ones I can see on my report. So we're probably well over 200 when you go down through all the levels. And many people have joined our team many times. There is no limit to how many times you can get our starter kit. I see some heads shaking. Drop out for whatever personal reasons you have, or whatever, and then rejoin Stampin' Up. There is no obligation when you join. This is totally allowed. You can get our starter kit and then not get our starter kit. So let me get a drink here. I think I feel the pressure of my team's friends watching, that I'm like slightly nervous, even though I told you I'm not shy anymore. So anyone can get our starter kit. They don't have to be crafty. They don't have to want to do a business. They don't have to teach classes, or they can be any and many of those things. Lakeisha says Becky Browning invited her. Hey, welcome. We're glad you're here. I don't know why I just touched my computer. It is a touchscreen, but I never do that. Um, let's see. Dana, I remember 18 years ago. Awesome, Dana. Nancy, freezing at soccer and watching with us. Awesome, Nancy. Thank you. That's a good thing to do when you're freezing at soccer. I see some other familiar faces on watching with us. I see some of our past team members and current ones, as well as some awesome customers. Okay, so back to business. Anyone can buy our starter kit. And there are no strings attached, but there are lots of opportunities attached that you can take advantage of if you choose. Again, not required by any means. So as I'm talking here, if you guys have questions, let us not type them in. We want to answer your questions. But until then, I'm just going to keep talking. So when you join our team, you're going to get lots of support. I call us the stamp therapist, and I've always thought stamping is therapy. And it definitely can be therapy for anyone, even someone who considers themselves not crafty at all. As most of you, I'm sure, know and can relate, when someone who thinks they can't gets a stamp and ink in their hands and makes something gorgeous, that's therapeutic to them. They don't have to be crafty. I'm not crafty. I wasn't crafty when I signed up with Stampin' Up, and I'm still not crafty all these years later. But I have learned how to copy so good that I can now come up with my own creations. And that is after years of copying from other awesome stampers. And I know most of my customers and team members, when I met you guys, you weren't crafty either. Now, that's not true 100% of the time, but so many people I met, and I'm sure my team members have met, and we're like, just take this stamp and put it in your hand and do this. And we all become crafty and addicted a little bit to stamping. So we can just copy. That's the beauty of Stampin' Up. We can just copy from other talented stampers, and we can be successful at stamping too. In our group as well, we have all the age ranges and all of the places in your life. Anyone can be in this team. We've had many male demonstrators in our past. I don't think we have any currently, at least none that are being active in the group, because you don't have to be active in any way. But we have had male demonstrators. We've had every age range you can think of, from way past retirement to retirement age, to small children, to children in college, to adult children with the grandkids, divorced, married, single, everything. We've got it all. We don't discriminate. Anyone can join our group. And stamping can be for any of those ranges of people. Now, most of those people in our group, the almost 200, most of them are in this group. They join Stampin' Up for the discount. They just want to get a discount on their own supplies, or because the kit was a great deal at the time, which is what's going on today. But there are several people in our group who do this to make a part-time income, or do it a little more full-time like me, and everything in between. There are also people who sometimes like to share, show a friend or two how to make a card, but it's not like their goal and their business to do that. So everyone is welcome. You don't have to have any of those goals. Alejandra says, so true. We are an amazing, diverse group. Diverse is a key word in this team, which I love. Okay, so as y'all can tell, I'm reading notes. I'm always a note person. I guess I can't memorize things very well. I don't see any questions so far. Let's see, what did Becky say? Addicted is a bit of an understatement. It's definitely true. Okay, so our team, if you join our team, with this awesome special with Stampin' Up! I'm going to tell you about, you are going to have opportunities to participate in lots of awesome stuff. Number one, our monthly group gatherings. Currently, these are all online. We do them via Zoom, and they're streamed on our Facebook group, so you can watch both ways. And within that monthly gathering, there is an optional card swap. One of my favorite parts about being a demonstrator, with card swaps, you can get a bunch of samples. Basically, it's a way for you to use your product, because you'll be committed to this card swap, and you've got to make 10 samples, 12 samples, 15, whatever it is, and then send them to me in this case, or to your team leader when they're hosting a swap, and you get back one of each. So if we made 15, you're going to get back 15 different cards. And then now you have all these new ideas to copy, to show people, to send out to your friends and family, to hoard. Who can relate to that? But it's just fun to participate in swaps, and it's a great way to get those new card samples. Like I said, oh, Linda, you can relate to hoarding. I love it. Yes, she says yes. Many people don't give their cards away because they're too pretty to give away. So don't worry if you're in that category. Okay, then what else do we have at these gatherings? Everybody gets entered to win prizes. So you have a chance to win prizes just for participating. There's recognition for accomplishments. There's awards. There's incentives offered. And there's stamping, of course. So during these monthly gatherings, you can get stamping inspiration. There are demonstrations, so you will get to learn new techniques or be reminded of old techniques, and always learn tips and tricks. And then there are optional that you can add on stamping projects. And currently, again, they are mailed to you, and then you stamp and complete those at home. But everything's optional within the group. We have, like I said, close to 200, and I would say with the online meetings, approximately 30 to 40 participate each month. So obviously it's not required in any way. Within our group, another awesome thing is creative inspiration. So challenges, make and takes. Yes. Hello, Catherine. Alejandra says challenges and make and takes. Within our groups, I should say, because all of us, if you're here with another demonstrator, they have a group as well. We all have a group. As soon as someone gets the kit under you, we're in a group now. So they're going to offer things as well. But we all have creative inspiration for you. So we share our class tutorials with our teams so that they can just copy. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You can make the projects from the tutorials for yourself, or of course you can use those if you want to do classes or events. No reinventing of the wheel, just take them and go. And for personal use, the benefit there is not having to pay for those tutorials. So perks. We have weekly creative challenges. I think that's what Alejandra was talking about. And again, optional to participate, but you can just be a lurker and look at those challenges and get great ideas from them. Of course, to copy or case is actually the Stamping World word, which stands for copy and share everything, which we do freely within this group. So you can look, and our weekly challenges have themes, so you can check out all the ideas for those, or you can also participate, and then you'll get that benefit of being entered to win prizes. We have weekly and monthly prizes for that. So lots of inspiration there. Then there is business training, again, optional, but I offer a weekly business training for those who are interested. All of this stuff is free, by the way. You're not paying for tutorials, to be participating in challenges, to attend gatherings. It's all free to you. Except, of course, make and take packets. You pay for those, but that's because we cut paper and had to mail it and whatever. But they're all optional. So weekly business trainings if you're interested. And then there's also, again, special events and incentives when people reach higher titles and and I'm sorry, when they reach certain goals or have certain titles, I should say. All right, so I don't see any questions yet though. I'm waiting for questions to come through. I'm telling you guys all the fun stuff. You probably have questions about all the other stuff, right? Let's see. So I'm going to go on though. If you join Stampin' Up! Right now with our team, you're going to be, first of all, joining an awesome team. Whoever you join under, you will be part of an amazing team. And I'm losing my place on my notes here. But let's get down to what do I get? You know, yes, amazing team, blah, blah, blah. But of course, you're going to get 200 sheets of designer paper for free. This paper is 6x6. It's coming out in our new catalog in May. And it is all of our current colors. So brights, regals, subtles, neutrals, and then the current in colors that are not about to retire in May. So Misty Moonlight, Cinnamon Cider. These are all new patterns, by the way. Just Jade, Bumblebee, I'm getting tested now, and Magenta Madness. You will get all, it's 5 packs, 200 sheets, and that's about a $68 value depending on where you live because of tax. You could have a lower tax rate than I do, basically. But if you bought all those from me here in Texas, $68. That is free with the starter kit. And then the starter kit is, how much does it cost, Jennifer? Well, let me tell you. It's only $99 plus tax. So you get free shipping, which is, you know, a huge savings. We hardly ever get free shipping with Stampin' Up. Free shipping. For that 99, you choose 125 in any merchandise you want. So, and then you get a free past paper pumpkin kit, one of our monthly craft boxes in the mail. It's going to have a stamp set, ink, and projects inside. And then the free shipping and the 5 packs of designer paper. If you were to make that purchase through one of us, 125 plus tax and shipping, a paper pumpkin kit plus tax and shipping, 5 packs of designer paper plus tax and shipping, depending on your tax rate, that's about $243 that you would pay. But you can get all that right now and only pay $99 plus tax. So just depends on your tax rate. Ours here makes it be about $107. Some of you may not even have taxes where you live. So it's a no-brainer. No strings attached. If you get this kit, you're going to be part of this awesome team for at least several months till July 2021. Even if you don't do anything and you just drop out, you will have access to our team, to all of Stampin' Up's perks and website and all that stuff. I love all these people jumping on. I see you guys. And but you won't be required to do anything during that entire time. So now's a perfect time to take advantage of this great deal, which, by the way, ends February 28th. And once you purchase that, you can immediately start getting a discount on your own purchases. Dana, would the starter kit come with everything I need to get started stamping? Great question, Dana. If you're a brand new stamper, no. But your demonstrator can help you figure out what you need to best get started. I'm going to give you some sample starter kits in a minute, some ideas, and one of them is geared more towards a new person. Another thing to answer Dana's question is most people have something. Now, not everyone. If you're here and you're literally have never stamped before, You probably don't, you have scissors. I'm sure you have a pair of scissors in your house, right? um, and you might have some scotch tape, but if you're like me, when I started, I didn't have any of that stuff. But we can help you work with a kit, put a kit together for 125 that will have enough stuff to get you started. And then you can get any and everything else you want at a discount, which is what I did when I became a demonstrator, because I had a few things, but they weren't Stampin' Up, and I did want to do this as a business, so I just didn't even use those. Now, if you're stamping just for fun, hey Carrie, then you do, you use whatever you want. Okay, so another question that you might ask is, what about this discount? How much do I get? What's my discount? Immediately from day one, everyone gets a 20% discount. No minimum required to achieve that. Nothing. You always get a minimum 20% discount. And again, you will get that discount until at least July 2021 when the kit is purchased this month. It's basically your next full quarter that you have until. So we have, we're in January, February, March. So you'll have April, May, June, and then Stampin' Up always gives you an extra month in case you didn't meet our sales requirement. So 20% discount is the minimum. You can definitely earn more than 20% of a discount and an income. That's your income as well. Profit, commissions, whatever you want to call it. And that's based on, there's many different ways you can earn more, but one is based on when you reach a certain amount of sales with the company, and the other is based on every single month. If we sell over, I think it's $600 or buy, we get more commissions from Stampin' Up. Okay, so who can buy the starter kit? I'm asking all the questions. Who can buy it? Anyone. If you're watching this video and you live in the United States, you can purchase it from your demonstrator, whoever that may be that brought you here. And if you're in another country, by the way, ask me if I know someone in that country, because I probably do. But you can only purchase the starter kit from someone in your own country. So if you live in the US and you're not a Stampin' Up demonstrator, you can buy the starter kit. So if you've never been a demonstrator before, you can buy it. If you have been a demonstrator before, guess what? You can still buy the starter kit. I've had so many people that have been in my team before, and it's been a while, and I've contacted them and said, hey, I just wanted you to know there's a special going on just in case, FYI. And they're like, but I've already been a demonstrator before. I'm like, yes, and no problem. Stampin' Up will let you buy that kit 500 times. There's no limit. So if you've been one in the past, now's a great time to come back. We have so many awesome products. So since I still don't see any questions, I'm going to tell you some other things but still feel free to post a question that I think maybe should be asked. Here's my other list. So, and by the way, now if anyone in my team would like to pop in, and you don't have to, but if you want to pop in and give one of your favorite reasons for being a Stampin' Up demonstrator, feel free. But Stampin' Up allows us to get host benefits as demonstrators. Indiana, hey Pat, or Patricia, I'm sorry. I don't know why I shortened your name to Pat. So we can get host benefits. What that means is when anyone places an order or has a party and it's $150 or more, you start getting free merchandise from the company. It's like in the old days when we used to go to people's houses and do parties, which you can still do, by the way. And then there would be this chart. There still is this chart. And based on the party sale total, starting at $150, you get a percentage of the party sales in free merchandise from Stampin' Up. Well, as a demonstrator, you still get that. And not all direct sales companies do that. A lot of companies, if you're a representative, you don't qualify for the same things customers qualify for. So if I place an order of 150 or more, whatever that host plan says I get or you get, I get it too. So that's a great perk. Pat's good. Thank you, Pat. I literally don't know why I shortened your name, but I'm glad you said it was okay. Customer benefits, same thing. So right now, you probably know for every $50 or $100 you spend, you get a free gift from this brochure, no limit. Same for me. When I go in and place an order with my discount, mind you, I get a free gift for every 50 and 100 I spend, no limit. So, speaking of the discount in that way, I'm reading that question. We say I place a $150 order. Stampin' Up does take 20% off that, and I pay 20% less, but 150 counts towards my host benefits or my celebration or whatever's going on. So again, perks, perks, perks. If there's a sale, like when we do our year-end clearance with Stampin' Up, we get our discount, however high your personal discount is, you get it on top of that sale. So it's a great company. So someone asked, don't you have, Marcia, don't you have to wait 3 months after you were a demonstrator? So Alejandra answered you correctly. If you if it hasn't been 3 months since you dropped and you want to sign up under a different person, you do have to wait 3 months, 90 days. But you can immediately repurchase the kit under your same upline. So if that, any more questions on that, just let us know. And hello, Susan, by the way. Okay. Sorry, I'm like reading my note and not processing what it says. We get to get all the catalogs before everybody else, the physical copy, and see it online first. We get to order from all the catalogs before everyone else. And speaking of that, a new product just came out. Alejandra just said what I said. Just came out today that only demonstrators can order right now. It's making a weird shadow on me. It is called Butterfly Bouquet. And this product will be available to customers March 2nd, but I ordered mine today. Raise your hand if anyone else ordered theirs today. I see Stella. And I don't think I can see all of y'all's faces on Zoom. Carrie, I'll answer your question in just a sec. Don't let me forget. Okay, so these new products were released today to demonstrators. I've ordered mine already. Stella's ordered hers already. I happen to have been placing an order today already, so I added it to it. There is a stamp set called Butterfly Brilliance, $17. There are dies. There's 12 different dies here for $44. Of course, there's a bundle, $54.75. And those 2 items will be in our new catalog in May. These 2 items are while supplies last. They are 2 designer papers. One's a designer, one's specialty. One is, I'm checking my time. It's called, this is the tiniest handwriting ever, Butterfly Bijou. Did I pronounce that correctly? Anybody fix me if not. Butterfly Bijou. It's 6x6, 48 sheets. And yes, the dies match the paper when you see those designs. And then this one I'm really even more excited about. It is called Natural Touch Specialty Paper, and it's birch color. And of course, I don't know if you can see it on the screen, but it's like a wood texture look. While supplies last. And those won't be in the new catalog. So the cool thing is demonstrators, they do limit us. They're not just like you can buy 500 and the customers don't get any. But we can order them early before they might start getting low and go on back order or whatever. Plus, who doesn't like to order stuff early, right? Like 100%. That's just exciting. Okay, Carrie Terrell says, I'm always confused during celebration. What does you sales or purchase have to be to get the hostess set? Okay, great question. So it could be different every year and every celebration, because we will have another celebration in July. But for this time, there is a stamp set that's only for hosting. Again, don't think that means you have to do a party. If you put in an order that equals these amounts, you get the host benefits. So Carrie, um, when your party or single order is $300 or more, in addition to getting 12% of your party total or more, depending on the party amount, as free dollars, you will receive the Punch Party stamp set for free. So this time, that's the answer. $300 single order or $300 party. And what that means is like you and your 3 friends combined together that many orders, or there was an event. Then you get that stamp set for free, plus your other host benefits. Now, when I place a $300 order, I get that stamp set for free every single time. And by the way, these benefits started for us in December. So we've been collecting this stuff since December as demonstrators. Again, we get usually a month early. So hopefully that answers. If not, Carrie, just you're welcome. Okay, she said it clarifies. So we can get these products early now, and always we get stuff early. We will in April. If you are a demonstrator, you're going to get to see the new catalog in April. So what I want to do next, and by the way, Becky said, I love attending events, seeing new products, and pre-ordering early. The events are another thing that I have on that list of mine that I love, because Stampin' Up! Does events for us. Of course, they were in person, and hopefully we'll get back to in person, but they've converted them to virtual events now for us. So we're still getting to do that. Okay, so until I see some more questions come through, I'm going to show you guys some possibilities you could put in your starter kit. When you get ready to join, you're going to take your wish list, which is probably like $500 to $1,000 minimum. Take that giant wish list and narrow it down to $125 or less. They don't let you go over on the starter kit, but again, you can order immediately after that. So $125 or less, and get the rest later at your discount. So I got 3 examples for you here of what you might get or choose, but you choose what you want. First of all, you're going to get this automatically, 5 packs of the designer paper. That's just not a choice. Too bad. You're going to get that freebie. Then these are just some ideas that I would get if I didn't have this stuff, basically. So first idea, either you have to make a choice. The Hey Birthday Chick bundle, which just became available to customers today, or the Hey Chick bundle, because remember, you can get the other one at a discount after you join. Hey Chick, plus the mini machine, the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. If you don't have this yet, you know you want it, mainly because it's so adorable, but also because it's so convenient. I use this on my stamping surface or my stamping table, which, as who can relate to this, has approximately 6 inches of work space. 6 inches. I see many more head shaking now. So I use this there for everything that'll fit through it, which a ton of our dies fit through here and some of our embossing folders. And then I use my big die cut machine when necessary, but it's on another table and I have to walk over to it, so much trouble. So your bundle, one of the Chick bundles, your machine, and then you still have $21 to $22 left, depending on which bundle you chose. So I would say go ahead and get the Butterfly Brilliant stamp set for $17, because you can get this in your starter kit, by the way, if you join before this starts, you can add these to the starter kit. Anytime we have a pre-order, you can get that in the starter kit. And then that's still going to leave you $4 or $5, again, depending on which bundle. So you could either get some Stampin' Dimensionals or some rhinestones. So that's one example of a kit, one of the bundles, an accessory, and your mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. My second example is they have on this pre-order the entire collection for $71.25. That does include bundle pricing for the stamp set and dies. So $71.25, and then you will still have $53.75 to spend on whatever you want. That's a second option. Susan, just do it. Oh, and let me go back. What was the question? Did I say I was going to answer another question and I didn't? I thought there was one. Now I only see Carrie's question. Okay, post it again if I missed it. Okay, and then my last option. This is the one I was talking about earlier. It's a little more geared towards a new stamper, but not necessarily. So for this one, I would recommend the Hello Dear Friend all-inclusive kit. This is in the mini catalog. So first of all, it comes in a cute box. Second of all, it is all-inclusive. So there's a stamp set. There's a Misty Moonlight ink pad, which, by the way, you can use these little 1-inch ink spots on any stamps you have, no matter how large. You just tap it all over, and you can re-ink them with the refill from the big catalog, so it can last forever. All the supplies and adhesive you need, plus a clear block, which I don't know where. Yes, mine isn't. I was like, maybe I lost it. A clear block. So that I would add, and let me just show you these really cute cards this one makes. Of course, those are the instructions. And it makes, I think, 12. I would need to look in the catalog, but it makes multiples of each design. So first of all, it's a great deal, and it gives you lots of products to start with. And if you do want to stamp with friends, Marcia, virtual events. Thank you, Susan. Let me write this down. You could start out using these, let everybody make 1 to 2 of each card, 1 to 2 designs out of the kit, I should say, or they can all purchase their own kits from you and you can all stamp it together. So that's a great starting thing. Then I would add the art gallery bundle. Now, of course, you pick your favorite bundle, but this is one of my favorite bundles from the new catalog, the mini catalog. It's called Art Gallery. Again, you might pick a different bundle. That's the one I like. Then let's go ahead and get the matching designer paper. Fine Art Gallery, Fine Art Floral, if I can read. 12 by 12 paper there. And then the Simply Chamois. Who all has this? I love it. This is for cleaning your stamps with, as you can tell from this mess on here. It starts out beautiful pink and then it turns mud, and that is permanent. But you just get this wet, squeeze it out, and then clean your stamps. And then when it gets too dirty, rinse it out in the sink, squeeze it dry, or not dry, squeeze out the excess, and it's ready to go again. So Simply Chamois. And then I would get some Stampin' Seal. Go ahead and dive in with that new Stampin' Up! Adhesive and get started with that. And then I would get a couple of ink pads. So I would get Memento Black if you don't have that. That's a great basic black ink to have, and it works with our Stampin' Blends. It's not for watercoloring, but with Stampin' Blends, which are amazing. And then I wouldn't get Melon Mambo, but the colors I wanted to choose were busy today. So I would get an ink pad of one of the colors from that designer paper. So you can start matching and coordinating. As y'all know, that Stampin' Up's like most, I can't think of the word, but it's our best feature, is that everything matches and coordinates. So the colors are Petal Pink, Flirty Flamingo, Poppy Parade, Bumblebee, or Pool Party. So I would pick one of those. So what do y'all think about that? Those are some pretty cool kit options. But again, of course, you make the selections yourself. Tracy, let's see. Let me go back. There's more than one comment here. Becky says, for new stampers, I always recommend the ink spot variety pack and adhesive and the Simply Chamois. So there are the little ink spots in the big catalog. That's it's not every color we carry, but it's a variety. I think it's like 8 colors. That's a great suggestion. And Tracy says, me too, and adhesive and a pack of variety cardstock. So great suggestions there for your starter kit. So Alejandra described the online events with Stampin' Up. And Marcia said, thank you, but I'll just say it just in case anyone's not reading. They're done different ways depending on the event. So the next one we have coming is in, is it May, April? April. Robin says, I can read her lips. And it's going to be on Zoom. And it's a very inexpensive event. Where we're going to get some training, get to see stamping with the new catalog that's coming out. And we'll receive a copy of the catalog with that event and a stamp set. But it's a very low cost event. I'm sorry, I forgot to take my phone out of here. And, excuse me, didn't want that to ring too long. And then our bigger events where we used to gather for these tons of people in a convention style, they're done through platforms that are much more fancy, and there are scheduled videos and live videos and what's the word? I can't think of the word. There's resources. So you click here and you view the PDFs, and just a lot fancier. And the last one we did like that was over a few days. So that's basically it. And different ones would offer different packages that you can purchase to whether you receive product in the mail or just view it online. Hopefully that answers the question. And as a team, we offer those kind of things as well, virtual events. Okay, so I'm almost to the end of my notes. If you guys, oh yeah, breakout rooms to meet other demonstrators, Becky or Tracy says, and that's something in that one coming up, and they're doing it by where you live, sort of location, so that you can meet other demonstrators in your area just to network. So that'll be cool. And yes, Marcia, you definitely watch it in your own home now. And this is in May, it's just a 3-hour event. It is a small event. I'm thinking November is when our bigger events are right now. They've had to adjust everything because of COVID. We were having 2 to 3 bigger events a year, but you know, and Alejandra is on it on answering the Facebook questions. But yes, you definitely can watch it in your own home. What I was going to say too is that some people will, you know, based on their comfort level and restrictions where they live, they will get together with a few other demonstrators and watch together. That would be up to you to organize and do. So, and we actually organized a get together for the one in November. So you're welcome, Marcia. Okay, so if you guys have any other questions, type them in, but don't forget, you can keep asking us questions. Whoever your demonstrator is who brought you here, keep bugging us with your questions about being a demonstrator. Yes, Carrie, on tour. That's the 3-hour one. And yeah, like the one in November was, I don't remember, it was like 9 a.m. to 5 a.m. for 2 or 3 days in a row, 2 days. Yes. And of course, when we can do in person, they used to be 3 days of in-person stuff. So it, you know, and I know they're constantly, as the company is constantly working on how can we do these online events better and different and so on. So anyway, keep asking us questions even after this event ends. You can contact us outside of this event, and we can not only answer your questions, but help you get your kit if and when you're ready. It truly is no obligation at all. Alejandra's technically helping from this side. I love it. It's no obligation. And if you get the kit and you don't ever do anything, nothing bad happens. And by the way, whether you get the kit or not, you're always allowed to still keep attending your demonstrators events. So, for example, just for me personally, my events I'm holding in person and to go, and this is pre-COVID and now, I mean, half of the attendees are demonstrators in my team. I'm sure that I know that many of my team members who are holding events, half of their customers and attendees are on their team, because we all love to stamp, and whoever's offering an event, you know, you take that opportunity and go to it. So we don't restrict you from, you know, oh, well, you're cut off from taking my class now because you bought the starter kit. So keep that in mind. And you can drop and rejoin, you know, without penalty. So, and I wanted to point out that Marcia says that Alejandra's doing a good job. And thank you. So yes, thank you, Alejandra. And thank you to Tracy and Becky for answering some questions over here on Zoom. And then I wanted to comment that Alejandra said, I love the convention events when we were traveling. So yes, y'all, when we were traveling, I mean, we're a tight-knit group in this team, but we have some stories from our events. Do we not, y'all? We've been to Disney together multiple times on Stampin' Up events. We've toured Salt Lake City. I can't tell you how many times. Stampin' Up is or that's where the convention is, Salt Lake City. Disney was Las Vegas. Yolanda says, yes, New York. Yolanda, do you remember New York? We went to a one-day event in Jersey, but we went for like 2 or 3 days, and we kept going, taking Ubers to New York City. I mean, we have fun in this group, whether it's virtual or in person. The cool thing about those traveling events is that we could all meet. So even if we lived in different areas and states, we could all meet up in Salt Lake City, Vegas, Orlando, etc. And we all know, I mean, we're going to get back to traveling one day, right? Yes. Say yes. So get to making your wish list, everybody. If anyone in the team here wants to add anything, now's your chance. But so get that wish list made so you can easily reach your $125. We all have links that you can just click, which we can send you, obviously, to join, and we can all help you and walk you through it if you need that help. But thank you for joining us today. I'm really excited that we had as many people as we did, because it's always scary when you throw something like this out there. But we'd love to have you join our amazing group. Landa said, what happens stays where it happened. Yeah, Alejandra says, I know nothing. We have some funny stories, y'all, and we've had a lot of fun over all these years. But we're here to help. I'm going to go ahead and sign off now, and hopefully we will be talking to you guys soon. So have a great evening, and thanks for joining us. Bye. Oh, before I sign off, let me go to gallery view and everybody can wave bye. And y'all can see everybody's sweet faces there. This is team members and non-team members. So hope to see you guys soon. Thank you. Bye.